All right, guys, it is Monday. It is another push day today. It is a good Monday. It's very ugly outside. It's raining. It's Columbus Day. I don't have work today. I can take my time. I don't have to rush. I mean, I try not to rush my workouts anyway, but. So it's a push day, chest day, international chest day on a Monday. I don't know how many weeks I am into this mesocycle. Honestly, I haven't been keeping count. I do know this morning I weighed 199.4. Just to give you guys an idea where I started from, I believe I was, from the last time I competed, I weighed 180. Stage day, 180. So up almost 20 pounds. Well, it really is 20 pounds because the average weight last week was 200, it's like 200.9. So we're up, we're growing, we're getting bigger, stronger, better. Just another day in the off season, right? I don't take it for granted. I feel like I'm very privileged to say that because I have the means to be able to compete and do it and be nice and comfortable and not have to struggle while doing it. So thank God for that. Anyway, first exercise we have going on right now is the Smith Machine Incline, one of my favorites. I'm not gonna say it's the most humbling, but over some time I did realize that it's best to just control the weight, don't let the weight control you. And I had to play around with the angle of the incline as well because some inclines I would just have too high of an incline, I'd get too much stress on my front delt, and I'm not trying to grow my front delts here. I'm trying to grow my chest, my upper chest in specific. So anyway, let's get started, guys. Lord have mercy. Anytime you guys see me, if you ever see me after a set and I look at my watch, I go in there just to set my timer for rest. I'm so anal when it comes to my rest times. I don't want to take too long of a rest. I don't want to take too short of a rest either. But that was a hard set, and I actually failed. So I was shooting for 10. I got 9, like 9 3/4. I was trying to lock out. Nope. But it's okay. I have a crazy pump today. Overall, I feel pretty good today. I'm one meal in. Had my pre-workout before I got here. I feel good. The weight felt really smooth. I don't think I'm gonna go any higher though. There's no way. The rule I made for myself is if I can't get at least 8 reps on a given exercise, like something like this, then I don't go up anymore in weight. I don't care about the weight. I'm not a weightlifter. Kai Green said it best. If I wanted to be a weightlifter, I'd be a weightlifter. I'm not in here to just push weight. Honestly, I don't care. That's why when some people, they ask me, oh, what's your max bench press, bro? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't maxed out my bench press since 2023 when I was deployed. I don't give a fuck about my bench. All right, let's start the next set. We're gonna do a myo rep this set. All that is just a rest pause. Rest pause for 20 seconds or so and then jump right back into the set. I'm gonna try to get another 3. RP app is saying 11, but nah, I don't know. Let's see what we can do here today. So, part of the growth phase, right, is getting to a point where you start to become uncomfortable. You should never be comfortable, right? If you guys ever heard the phrase, get comfortable being uncomfortable, or you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, that's one of the things that you're gonna, not even just in a prep phase when you're prepping for a bodybuilding show, yeah, you're gonna feel tired after a while. As you get leaner and leaner, you're gonna get tired and super lethargic, and you're not gonna have energy to do anything. But on the flip side, when it's your off season and you're trying to grow, 2 things are gonna happen. One, I mean, you don't wanna get too fat, right? But one, you're pushing yourself to new limits in the gym. So training hard, that's one. So you're gonna get super uncomfortable while you're in the gym. Another thing that you have to be comfortable with is, yeah, you're gonna gain a little bit of fat. Like right now, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, fuck, I'm fluffy. But that's okay, because it's gonna be temporary. The way that we map things out with my coach and I, so we usually have like a 16-week push phase where we're just in the gym trying to grow as much as we can. Minimizing fat gain, so we still have cardio in there. And then after that 16-week phase is over, we go into a little mini cut for like 4 to probably max 6 weeks. Last time we did it, I was only cutting for about 4 weeks. And I think we dropped like 10 pounds. No, I'm lying. I went from 210 to like 190. It wasn't a really aggressive cut, but that is not how you're supposed to cut if you're trying to sustain, not only sustain muscle, but you don't want to cut that aggressive if you're just looking to lose fat on a regular, like let's say you're your average gym goer, like you're not competing in bodybuilding. The whole mission for us is just to keep that growth phase as long as possible and still maintain having some type of insulin sensitivity. We don't want any insulin resistance, right? Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get started. All right, guys, so there's always a systematic approach to everything, right? During a push phase or even a prep phase when it comes to bodybuilding, all right? None of this bro science, BS, all right? Some of the bro science actually works, it's accurate, but for every chest day I have, it's usually 2 push movements, right? Followed by some type of a fly, whether it's cable or dumbbell or machine. In this gym in particular, I just don't really like the Pinata chest fly. My arms are pretty fucking long, so it just doesn't, you'd have to see me do it to actually know what I'm talking about. I just don't like it. So I have a better time using the dumbbells. So that's what we're doing today. All right, so 2 things. 1, this is probably one of my favorite machines in this gym. 2, since I was a newbie, I always loved training triceps. I don't know why. And specifically, I always loved training the long head of my tricep, and that's the biggest head of the tricep. As we know, there's 3 heads to the tricep. Long head, medial head, and the lateral head. The long head's the biggest. I said that before, but this is my favorite machine in here, and I get a nasty pump. All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys, that was a yawn. Fuck, I gotta put this in. All right. All right, that's done. So, one of the reasons why I love this machine so much over doing like a traditional barbell or dumbbell skull crusher is that this machine, for some reason, doesn't really hurt my elbows. There's a trick. There's a trick to doing barbell overhead extensions or skull crushers, and it's that, well, not overhead extensions, skull crushers. It's that when you, I should probably demonstrate it to you guys. I'm not gonna do it in here, not today, but when you're about to start, it's best to kind of break at your hips. So you move your elbows towards your hips before you end up coming down in the rep. And that should reduce a pretty good amount of pain in your elbows. That's what we don't want. We're not here to fuck up our elbows, we're here to fuck up our muscles. I'm doing a lot of these, quite a few sets of these today. All right, let's go. All right, real quick, while I'm resting, there's something to be said about building your shoulders, okay? And I feel like everyone falls into this trap where they think to build big shoulders, you have to do the heavy movements like heavy overhead press, right? Dumbbell or barbell. I'm not saying that those don't help contribute to building a nice round, those nice round boulder shoulders, but I will say this, if you do any type of heavy pressing movements already, i.e. you bench press, whether it's barbell or dumbbell, incline or not, it doesn't matter. If you do any type of heavy pressing movement, you're already working your front delts. So oftentimes people neglect the other two parts of your delts. That's your rear delts that you actually activate when you're doing any pulling movements. And I think a lot of people tend to neglect the side delts. And myself included, I used to neglect the fuck out of my side delts. So just to give you guys some pointers, I would say focus on the lateral head or the side delts the absolute most. And also keep in mind, it's a very small muscle, similar to the bicep, very small. Smaller muscles typically recover faster. So you can hit them more frequently and more intense. Just some food for thought. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you how we're looking. I don't know. wonder how many weeks we are into this growth phase, honestly. I have to look back at Google Sheets. That's how my coaching had me track everything. So, but this is how we're looking. Today was primarily chest and tries, a little bit of back, a little bit of shoulders and abs. You know, I gotta do cardio. But I know I'm just gonna come back to the gym later and do cardio because I got an appointment at 12 and it's almost 12. So only 22 minutes to my appointment, but this is where we're at right now.